Peace, brothers. Greetings, gentlemen. It's an immense privilege to be talking to you again this evening. It's the early hours for me, but whatever time it is for you, I hope you're all doing extremely well. I know it's difficult in these times. Another leader, another ruler, another president, another prime minister turned back on his or her word has created more instability, more war, more social unrest, more difficult living standards. The satanic cults revealing their corruption and their positions of authority. Mankind closer to more imminent annihilation. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I think it's too easy to be pessimistic about our future. It's understandable that people are disappointed and feel hopeless. I mean, the state of humankind. I mean, we talk about how evil our rulers are, but the fact is millions of us support these satanic leaders. They will walk into a voting booth and put a tick nomination, their support for the same parties, the same organizations, the same governments. So the fact is, we have corrupt rulers because we're corrupt people. It's understandable to feel hopeless, to feel hopelessness at our situation. But I would argue that this hopelessness, that this negativity towards our future, towards mankind, does stem from a lack of vision, is founded upon a lack of ambition, a need for foresight. It's a blameworthy ignorance to neglect the wider picture, to fail to understand that the world is a big place beyond our immediate perspectives of just our one language, of our host country, of our nationality. You have to understand that the world doesn't just operate within the man-made borders that our rulers have set around us. That positive changes are occurring in places, in areas that perhaps you've neglected to consider. And that if things are bad, as a man, you are expected to change them. Something we always say around here: the only hero in your life is you. You have to set straight to change a bad situation. And if you can't change it, then you have to go somewhere where you can. You have to open up your options where you are facilitated, where you can fulfill a better potential. You have to free yourself from those chains of nationality, of hopelessness. You have to break out of the social conditioning. Don't believe them when they tell you that this is as good as it gets. Because if it's one thing we all have in common, is we don't want to fall into the conditioning, the negativity we see around us. We see people just tripping over and failing all around us, and we don't want to be depressed like them. Which is why you have to be different from everybody else. In fact, that's probably where it all begins. And one thing that's always lost, I think, one thing that a negative mindset, when you get into that frame of mind of hopelessness, you lose the understanding or the methods of which you can break free of those chains. It's something that they all have in common, and that's, you need to work on yourself. This concept of working upon yourself. And it's something we used to talk a lot around here. Whatever profession you're doing, it normally involves making things better for other people. But just as your time, energy and thought and planning goes into working for another organisation or serving other people, just as much resources need to be spent on improving yourself, on making yourself more fitter, more knowledgeable, wiser, improving yourself physically and internally. And when you start taking these steps, when you start opening your horizons and you start to free yourself from the prison of social conditioning, you start to see the world is a huge place, and actually your opportunities are limitless. They're limitless because if you make a wrong decision, if you come to a dead end, if you fail in a certain endeavour, then learn from your mistake. Start over again. Life is a learning process for everyone. No human being is perfect. There's some knowledge or some skill you can acquire that will open up the opportunity that you're looking for. It may be you don't know where you want to go. It may be that you don't know what you want to improve. It's a very common situation for most men. But that's your point of start. You have to learn more about the world, or learn more about the opportunities available. See what you like, understand yourself more. That's what I wanted to say to you guys. I just wanted to bring a positive message, something that I want to remind myself of as well. And just to finish up on, I wanted to make a film suggestion, a lesser known film from Ron Howard. Who he was, what was the character he played in Happy Days? Anyway, he does make thought-provoking material. But the film I wanted to suggest to you was 13, where people actually from all over the world travelled to, I think it was Thailand, where 13 boys and their coach were trapped in a flooded tunnel. And I thought it was just such a positive spin on world events that Ron Howard saw the good in mankind, in humankind, and that was his focus. And the fact that it's a true story, and it was actual events, and people just pooled their resources just to help, just to save lives. I thought it's just such a wonderful break from all the negativity and all the bad vibes and the corrupted karma that our leaders are spreading. And I thought, yes, if you're looking for a good film to watch, I would recommend the film 13.